charge extra.
Please have a seat. The skit is about to begin. Let me get a phone call in. Hello? Hello? Haman. Yeah, it's the king. What do you mean, which king? It's the king, Haman. Listen, I got a really bad insomnia. Can you come out and read to me from the Royal Chronicles?
I'm on it, Your Highness. I'll get them out of the Royal Ark. I'm sure it'll be all sorts of juicy stuff in there about how the Jews won't bow down to me. It'll be very entertaining. Your Highness, what? Your Highness, these are classified scrolls in the Ark. I thought we talked about this. You know you have to hide the classified documents to be in the royal residence. How do you think they got there?
Well, I can't imagine how they got there.
Oh, no. Shushan, FBI, open up. Could you start that again? I blew it. One more time. Take two. Don't come over here. I'm a man who leads a life of danger. In Shushan land, I have to be a stranger. With every move I make, another chance I take. Odds are I won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. Queen Esther called my number and sent me here today. I can hardly hear that. My mission is to search the royal palace. Esther says this place is full of malice. King, careful what you say, or you'll give yourself away. And Haman will not live to see tomorrow. Everybody, secret agent man, secret agent man. Queen Esther called my number and sent me here today. Everybody. Took my papers, I think. Your Majesty, the Department of Justice has reason to believe that you have kept and hidden classified documents that belong to the Persian National Archives. I am obligated to inform you that no one is above the law, not you, not your predecessor, and not your second in command, Haman.
Well, but it's just a few scrolls. I'm sure some of my aid, I accidentally put it there.
Oh, yeah? Well, mind if I look around? Let me just see if there's some scrolls anywhere else.
No,
Wonder if there's some hidden in the piano. Aha! And probably under your royal desk here, I'm guessing you've squirreled away a few. No. Ah! And, what, may I ask, is this box over here?
this is just a box from Amazon, a kitty litter.
Kitty litter? Is that why it says top secret? And you know what? It doesn't feel like or look like kitty litter, just saying. Aha! Well, we're going to take all these documents away. Now you, King, go back to bed. And you, Haman, climb back under the rock that you crawled out from. Shushan FBI is in charge now, and believe me, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We'll investigate the whole Megillah. The end. All right, well, thanks to our thespians, our BHT thespians. I see the ark is still open. Maybe we'll close that up. And I hope everybody took a Gregor and maybe also a clapper. And if you want it, I hope you took the copies of Megillah. There's a few there. And then, of course, we need our little Gates of Joy prayer book. And we're going to invite Shayna up here to be our song leader. Shayna, I know she's here somewhere. There she is. And we're going to begin with the song Chag Purim on page 117. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol hu LaYehudim, Masechot Ra'ashanim, Smirot Rikudim. Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Bara Ashanim. The English, Purim Day, gladsome, joyous holiday, happy throngs, singing songs, masked and dancing gay. Everybody, Havana Risha. Havana Risha, Havana Risha, Bara Ashanim. And we continue in our books on page 104. It is said when you feel most like crying, then rejoice. When Purim comes, we rejoice. We drink our wine and sing our songs, and we make our happy noise because we are alive. Because in the long tale of our people, not one Haman has risen to destroy us, but one after another. And yet, because we live, our cup of joy overflows. We join together singing Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Davinu Chai. Still on page 104, we rise for the call to worship. Baruch Hu.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed. Together at the bottom of 104, I am a Jew because by being one I choose life for myself and my children. I am a Jew because I serve God alone. I will not bow down to Haman. I am a Jew because each generation of Jews has given us love to the next. I am a Jew because I want to pass on that love to those who come after me. I am a Jew because the story of my people is a story of courage and faith. I am a Jew because by being one, I learn to love my neighbor as myself. I am a Jew because to be a Jew is to say God is one. I am a Jew because to be a Jew is to say all creation is one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. We are seated and we join together on 106. You shall love the eternal God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Together, teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am the eternal who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am the eternal God. The bottom of 106, we remember the days of Haman, when Esther and Mordecai helped our people live, and we remember the days of Pharaoh when Miriam and Moses led our people out of Egypt. They sang this praise song. Ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilo, oseh v'eleh, Nora tehilo, oseh v'eleh, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. So you have been a help to us always, giving us courage and hope. We thank you, the God who made us to be free. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Page 108, responsively. You are strong when you take your grief and teach it to smile. You are brave when you overcome your fear and help others. You are happy when you see a flower and give it your blessing. You are wise when you know the limits of your wisdom. You are alive when tomorrow's hope means more to you than yesterday's mistake. You are free when you are in control of yourself and do not wish to control others. You are generous when you can take as sweetly as you give. You are thoughtful when you see me just as I am and treat me better than I am. You are beautiful when you don't need a mirror to tell you. You are what you are, and that is enough for anyone to be loved. And this is a part of our service where we see who all is here in costume, and we're going to sing Wicked, Wicked Man, which you'll find in the words to on page 121. I'd like anyone who's in a costume to stand up, parade around the room while we sing Wicked, Wicked Man, and then we'll have you come up to the mic and tell who you are. Ready? Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man. The Bible calls him Haman. He lied and lied about the Jews whom he was always blaming. A little faster. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And nosh some hamantashen. And Esther was the lovely queen of old King Ahasuerus. When Haman said he'd kill us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And not some hamantashen. But Mordecai, her cousin bold, said, what a dreadful knave, sir. Our Esther is a clever queen. Her people she will save, sir. Everyone, oh, today, oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And not some hamantashen. When Esther, speaking to the king of Haman's plot, made mention, aha, said he, oh no, he won't. I'll spoil his bad intention. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And not some hamantashen. Last verse. The Bible tells how she destroyed all Haman's plans so clever. And God preserved the Jews that day, as God has done forever. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And nosh some hamantashen. All right, let's have all you folks come up here. Let's start right here. Come up to this mic and tell who you are, and then you'll all go in the line.
Okay, I'm a witch. I'm Gleena, I'm a witch.
Nice and loud.
Hi, I'm Lyric and I'm a cheetah.
Yoo-hoo.
Hi, I'm Kira and I'm a dermatologist.
Oh, nice.
Hi, I'm a South American gaucho Haman.
Aha. Scary.
And I'm Vashti, and I didn't want to come because I was sleeping.
Rock and roll, baby.
I'm Marissa,
I'm Larry.
and we're from Space Jam, so the Toon Squad and the Monstars.
Nice purple hair, I must say.
I'm Susie. I'm Shushan Construction. I'm Rachel, and I'm just a hot mess.
I'm Ellie, and I'm a Racine Bell from A League of Their Own.
Woohoo!
I'm Haman!
I'm the king's shepherd. I got my sheep.
And your staff.
I'm Connie,
And Dave.
and we're the Grand Wizard and Witch of Sushan.
Nice. Nice looking hair and outfit. Lovely.
I'm Theo, and I'm a soccer player.
Uh-huh. Yes, you are.
Howdy, I'm Shayna and I'm a cowgirl.
I'm Harriet, and oh, no, I'm not. I'm Queen Vashti, and I'm out of here. I'm leaving town.
I'm Rebecca, a Moon Knight, a Jewish superhero.
All right, so I'm 1977, and I'm on this box of Othello, which is a game I got for my 10th birthday in 1977, and this is my date, and we're going on a picnic, as pictured on the box.
I'm a model for Virginia Slims.
Yes, you are.
I'm myself seeing how it is being up here in case I have a costume next year.
Excellent. Excellent, Gary.
I'm the Hamantashen monster.
Aw.
I'm the baker of the Hamantashen monster.
Uh-huh. You better give him some. He's hungry.
Hello, I am Robbie. I am Darkness of Haman.
Ah, scary.
Oh, Gary and I want this peace, man.
I'm the king, and I really need to get some sleep.
Well, thank you all for dressing up. I am Shushan FBI. So we're going to continue now with the Megillah reading. So we'll turn to page 111. You can take a look. Did I tell you to do Shachianu or no? No. Okay. So page 111 will say the blessings for reading from the Megillah. This is a Megillah that we keep in our museum shop. I don't know if you've ever looked in there and see what's in there. And this is the Megillah scroll that I'll read from tonight in Hebrew. It is written on parchment, just like the Torah. And we keep this special Megillah in the ark with the Torahs when I'm not reading it on Purim. So we're going to say the blessings for this special thing that we do once a year, reading from Megillat Esther. Together on the top of 111, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. We praise you, God of time and space, for mitzvot that make us holy, and for the joy of this mitzvah, the reading of the Megillah. And the next one is just like a blessing we say on Hanukkah. Together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavotenu imotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. We praise you, God of our people and of our mothers and fathers, for the wonders they beheld of old in days of old at this season. And on 112, Shehechianu, we thank God for giving us this opportunity to celebrate Purim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Does everybody have their Gregors ready? Do you have your clappers ready? Do you have your crowning of the king ready? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so when we hear in English either if we hear either Mordecai, or in Hebrew Mordechai, or Esther, the same in Hebrew, we're going to go, yay! Cheer for the heroes. If we hear the word Hamelech, or the king, or Achashverosh, his name, we're going to go, dun, 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 dun. And if we hear that horrible name of Haman or Haman, okay, and we have some readers in English, and we have some, I'll be reading part of it in Hebrew. So our reader number one is Shayna Madden, a.k.a. Cowgirl. Please come up. I'm going to get us started, and then you're going to read. Once upon a time in the days of Achashverosh, dun, 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 who was king, dun, 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 from India to Ethiopia, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, and he brought up Hadassah, who was also called Esther, who was his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. Esther was beautiful. She was very good looking, and when her father and mother were dead, Mordecai took her for his own daughter.
Everyone liked Esther.
Yay!
Including the king.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who took Esther into the palace
and made her queen instead of Vashti, and placed the royal crown on Esther's head. After this, King Ahasuerus
Dun, 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 dun.
promoted Haman and made him his prime minister, and everyone bowed down before Haman because the king had
Dun,
so
dun, dun,
commanded.
dun.
Because the king had so commanded, but Mordecai would not bow down. And when Haman saw that Mordecai would not bow down on the ground in front of him, Haman got very mad. And since Haman knew that Mordecai was a Jew, he got mad at all the Jews too. And Haman decided to destroy all the Jews throughout the kingdom.
Okay, thank you. Reader number 2, I don't see Jonathan Berkeley here, I don't think. Steve Steris, would you come up and read? Thank you. You're not prepared? Actually, you know what? I'll give you a break. I'm to read the Hebrew of chapter 3 here, and then you'll come up. All right, so listen for those words in Ivrit now. Amen, achar hadvarim ha'ela gidal hamelech Achashverosh et Haman ben hamdata ha'agagi vayinasehu vayasem et kiso me'al kol asarim asher ito v'chol avdei ha'melech asher b'shar ha'melech korim u'mishtachavim leHaman ki chein siva lo ha'melech u'Mordechai lo yichra v'lo yishtachaveh vayomeru avdei ha'melech asher b'sha'ar ha'melech leMordechai madua ata over et mitzvat ha'melech vayhi ke'omram elav yom v'lo shama alehem vayagidu leHaman lirot hayamdu divrei Mordechai ki higid lahem asher hu Yehudi Bayar Haman ki ein Mordechai Korea umishtachaveh lo vayimale Haman chema vayivez be'einav lishloach yad b'Mordechai levado ki higidu lo et am Mordechai vayivakesh Haman Lehashmid et kol haYehudim asher b'chol malchut Achashverosh am Mordechai chodesh harishon hu chodesh Nisan bishnat 12 lemelech Achashverosh pipil pur hu hagoral lifnei Haman miyom leyom umechodesh lechodesh 12 hu chodesh Adar vayomer Haman lemelech Achashverosh yeshno am echad mefuzar umeforad bein ha'amim bechol medinot malchutecha v'datehem shonot mikol am ve'et datei hamelech einam osim v'lamelech en shoveh lahanicham im al hamelech tov yikatev le'abdam ve'aseret alafim kikar kesef eshkol al yedei osei hamelacha lehavi el ginzei hamelech vayasar melech et tabato me'al yado vayitna lehaman ben hamdata ha'agagit sorer haYehudim vayomer hamelech lehaman hakesef natun lach v'ha'am la'asot bo katov be'einecha. If you're following along, I'm skipping a little bit here. V'haratzim yatsu dechufim bidvar hamelech v'hadat nitna b'shushan habira v'hamelech v'haman Yashvu lishtot v'ha'ir Shushan navocha. That was chapter 3, or at least most of it. Reader number 2, Steve Steris. Sorry I had to wait so long. Come to this. Well, either mic will be fine. Go to that mic.
Where am I at? This one? And Haman said to King Ahasuerus,
Dun, 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 dun.
there is a certain people scattered throughout all the provinces of your kingdom, and their laws are different from your laws. They don't observe your laws. Therefore, you should get rid of them. So if you agree, let an order be issued that they be destroyed, and I will pay $10,000 into the king's treasury.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the king
Dun, 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 dun.
took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman,
No.
the enemy of the Jews. And the king
Dun, 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 dun.
said to Haman, the money is yours and the people too, to do with as you want. Now, when Mordecai
Yay!
heard what was happening, he got very upset, and he went about the city crying a very bitter cry. And whenever the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
order was heard throughout the whole kingdom,
Dun, 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 dun.
wasn't sure, the Jews became very upset and were all crying very sadly. And Esther's maidens came and told her the said, her. No.
Maiden.
Maidens. Let me try that again. And Esther's maidens came and told her the sad news, and she was upset too. And she sent a messenger to Mordecai to find out what was happening.
Okay, and I don't see my reader number 3, Dana Jacobson. So who would like to be reader number 3? Come on up. Come on up. Robbie, you gonna do it? Yeah, come on. Okay, remember to stop at all the important parts. So the messenger. Okay.
So the messenger went to Mordecai, and Mordecai told the messenger how Haman had paid the king
Dun, 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 dun.
a whole lot of money to destroy the Jews, and he also gave the messenger a copy of the order that the king
Dun, 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 dun.
had written to destroy the Jews. He wanted
Esther.
To see it so that she could go to the king
Dun, 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 dun.
to ask him to save her people. The messenger took the message to Esther. Then Esther said to the people to tell Mordecai that all the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
servants first being called
And all the king and all the
all the king's
dun, 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 dun.
people know that whoever comes into the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
inner court without first being called by the king,
Dun, 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 dun.
whether man or woman, is put to death, unless of course, the king
Dun, 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 dun.
holds out his royal scepter, that he or she may live. But I have not been called to come into the king
Dun, 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 dun.
for 30 days. And the messenger told Mordecai what Esther had said.
Thank you. I need a reader number 4. I didn't do very good on getting my readers to show up this year. Who'd like to be reader number 4? Lucy? Was that Lucy raising her hand? I thought it was. I saw a hand back there. Could have been Todd, but all right, go Lucy, go Lucy. Here you are.
Then Mordecai told the messenger to go back to Esther and to tell her, "Don't think that you will escape any more than the rest of the Jews. If you keep quiet now, help may come to the Jews from somewhere, but you and all your relatives will be destroyed. Who knows, maybe you have become queen for just this emergency." Esther sent the messenger back to Mordecai to tell him, "Go and gather all the Jews together who live in Shushan, and neither eat nor drink for 3 days, and I and my maidens will fast also. And then I go into the king
Dun, 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 dun.
without invitation, which is against the law, and if I die, I die." So Mordecai went his way and did according to all Esther had commanded him. Now it came to pass on the 3rd day that Esther put on all her royal clothes and stood in the inner court of the royal palace. And when the king saw
Dun,
Esther,
dun, dun, dun.
King saw Esther standing there, he thought she looked especially beautiful. And so the king
Dun, 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 dun.
held out his scepter to Esther, and Esther came near and touched it. Then the king
Dun, 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 dun.
said to her, "What do you want, Queen Esther?" "Whatever you want, even half the kingdom is yours." And Esther said, "If it seems good to you, ask Haman to come to the banquet I have prepared."
Thank you so much. Let's see if I have reader number 5. No, I do not. I'm excited to get to 6 and 7, though. All right, come on, Mira. All right, reader number 5.
That night, the king
Dun, da, da, da.
could not sleep, so he had his servant bring some history books.
I thought I heard that earlier tonight. Go ahead.
While he was reading, he discovered that a man by the name of Mordecai once saved his life from 2 guards who were really traitors. The king
Dun, da, da, da.
said to his servant, "What did I ever do to thank Mordecai for helping so?" The servant said, "Nothing was ever done." The king
Dun, da, da, da.
said, "Who is in the court?" Now, it just so happened that Haman was on his way into the court to talk to the king about hanging Mordecai on a gallows that he had prepared for him. So the king,
Dun, da, da, da.
king's servant, "Look, Haman is in the court." And the king
Dun, da, da, da.
said, "Have him come in." So Haman came in, and the king
Dun, da, da, da.
said to him, "What should be done to the man which the king
Dun, da, da, da.
wants to honor in a big way?" Now Haman thought, "Who could the king
Dun, da, da, da.
want to honor but me?" And so he said to the king,
Dun, da, da, da.
"If you want to honor someone in a big way, get him royal clothes just like yours, a royal horse just like yours, and a royal crown just like yours, and have a royal prince deliver all this to him, and then have a big parade through the city, and have it proclaimed that this is what is done to someone that the kings
Dun, da, da, da.
want to honor." Keep going. Yeah. Then the king
Dun, da, da, da.
said to Haman, "Hurry, do all these things with the clothes and the horse and the parade, just as you have said to Mordecai the Jew, and don't leave anything out." Then Haman took the clothes and the horse and arranged the parade so that Mordecai rode through the city as it was announced that this was the man whom the king
Dun, da, da, da.
wanted to honor.
All right, Scott Carndiff, reader number 6, is actually here, and nice looking. I wondered who the pig was. Aha. Well, no, it's a unicorn. Or is it a pig? Or is it a unicorn pig? All right, go for it.
All
Can you
right.
read with that thing on?
I think I can.
Excellent.
All right. Then the king
Dun, 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 dun.
and Haman came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. And the king
Dun, 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 dun.
again said to Esther, after he had some wine, "Whatever you want, Queen Esther, it will be yours. Even half the kingdom, it will be yours. Then Esther, the queen, answered and said, if you really love me, O king,
Dun, da, da, da.
and if you are willing, O king,
Dun, da, da, da.
please let me live and let my people live, for I and my people have been sold to be destroyed, to be killed, and to die. And Esther spoke again and fell down on that ground in front of the king
Dun, da, da, da.
and was crying and crying as she told him about Haman and his plan to destroy the Jews. And she said, if you are willing and if you really love me, please change the order to kill all the Jews. For how can I live to see this happen to my people or to see the destruction of my own family?
Thank you. Reader number 7, we're going to have Julia Kowalczyk come up. Guess you're going to get out of bed again, huh? Hear this? Here you go.
And the king
Dun, da, da, da.
got up very angry from the banquet and went into the garden. And one of the servants of the king
Dun, da, da, da.
said to him, look at the gallows which, oops, Haman had made for Mordecai, the very man who had helped you. And the king
Dun, da, da, da.
said, hang Haman on. So they hanged Haman on the gallows, and he had made for Mordecai. And then the king calmed down, and Mordecai went forth from the king
Dun, da, da, da.
in royal clothes of blue and white, and a great crown of gold, and with a beautiful purple robe. And the city of Shushan celebrated in great joy. The Jews had light and gladness, joy and honor, and in every state and every city the Jews had gladness and joy, a holiday and a good time.
Thank you. I had Hal for number 8. Would you fill in for him, Allison? He told me he couldn't come. That was good, but is it hard to get up with what you're wearing? Wow. What is it? A donut, of course. Okay. So thank you, and it's right here.
And Mordecai sent letters to all the Jews in all the states of the king,
Dun, da, da, da.
both near and far, to tell them that they should keep the 14th day of the month of Adar every year, the day when the Jews escaped, and the month which was turned from sorrow to gladness, from crying to laughing, when they should give gifts to one another and to the poor. And the Jews did as Mordecai had written them, that Haman, the enemy of the Jews, had planned against them, had cast pur, and that is the lot against them. But when Esther came before the king,
Dun, da, da, da.
he commanded that Haman's wicked plan should return upon himself, and that he was hung on the gallows. Wherefore they called this day Purim, after the name of Pur.
Thank you. Therefore, because of the letters and all that happened, the Jews from then on for themselves, their children, and anyone who joined with them, that they would keep forever at this time each and every year to be remembered in every generation, in every family, in every state, in every city, so that Purim should not disappear, nor the memory be forgotten from the children. The end. Thanks to all of our readers. And we are going to conclude with Elenu, and we will rise and turn toward the ark, page 112. Let us adore the ever-living God. We render praise unto you who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. And we are seated.
May the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you with a whole heart. We yearn to see the promised day, when trees shall grow and children play together. Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yihyeh Adonai echad, ushamo, ushamo, ushamo echad. And on this day of Purim, we remember all the martyrs of our people who died when enemies rose up against them. We turn to the Kaddish prayer, page 114, and all rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imeru, amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach la'alam ulamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imeru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us. And let us say, amen. Please be seated. Our closing song will be Ani Purim, which you can find on page 120, just the one verse in Hebrew and one in English. We do have a reception downstairs, I believe, afterward. Am I right? Events group with Hamantash, etc. Oh, there's someone standing at the door. Did you want to make an announcement? Oh, is there something downstairs, though? Oh, so you should take goodies on your way out. Can we do some pictures, though, of people in their costumes, maybe down in the social hall? Gather down there. We usually gather down there for a time afterwards. So, 120, Ani Purim. Ani Purim, Ani Purim, Sameach umevadeach. Halo rak pa'am bashana avo lehitareach. La 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 la. My name is Purim and I come great fun and frolic bringing. Just once a year I visit you to cheer you with my singing. La 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 la. Chag Purim Sameach, everyone. Enjoy the rest of Purim.